Dave Franco answers for brother James Franco's recent weird behavior. Before we get into the actual story, I just want to quickly remind everybody about his weird antics, including hitting on a 17-year-old girl on Instagram and asking her to come meet him in his hotel, taking a naked selfie. He's shirtless and his hand is down his underwear. And he also painted a naked photo of Seth Rogen. So these are his weird behaviors. So Dave Franco, his brother, was on Conan O'Brien recently, and Conan actually asked him to answer for James Franco, and he asked, what is he doing? And Dave Franco responded, I don't know, compared to some of the other weird things he's doing, this seems like kind of a refined act. So he was making a joke out of it, and he was there to promote his own film Neighbors, but we're gonna talk about it, but first I wanna hear your thoughts, 5 words or less.
Bree does weird too.
Oh, brother, what a Francophile.
Am I my brother's keeper?
Wow. All right, mine is, let's be frank. Oh.
That's a good idea.
All right.
That's a good idea. We always are Franco on Pop Trigger.
Do you guys think this is, like, his behavior is actually as bad as everyone's saying it is, or is this, can we expect stuff like this from James Franco, and what do you think? Like,
I think we've grown to expect it. We didn't expect it at first, and then he started being weird. I mean, he was always like a strange guy,
yeah.
but he was always strange in like a very Renaissance man sort of way. And this is like, you know, he's like he would paint maybe, he would take classes, go back to grad school, reading a lot, those kinds of things. You're like, oh my goodness, you're a star in Hollywood. Who would ever thought you'd have a brain?
But with that being said, he is super artsy and stuff like that and does weird stuff all the time. All I can say about that picture, especially the naked selfie, I don't know if everyone's seen it, but he could have used a filter. That would have just solved all those problems. That was a horrible picture. He was so pale, oh, it was awful.
yeah, you should have used,
Just use a filter.
What is it, toasted?
Toasted, it's toasted.
Should have used some toasted, just saying. I just feel bad for his brother Dave, who came on to promote his own movie, Neighbors, and has to answer about his brother, but how do you think Dave handled it?
It was great, and he also said he was kind of prepped for it. He's like, oh, you know, I was he basically mentioned he was prepped for it, and when he made his refined comment, at the very end, it's almost like he didn't prep for the last question, and he just kind of said, oh, I thought it was very refined. So he did a good job acting like he was responding, but really he had everything prepared.
Totally.
Yeah.
Sucks though that he has to talk about his brother, not himself.
Yeah.
It does suck.
Shannon, have you ever had to speak up for Bree's weird actions or cover for each other,
I'm
the sisters?
still in school all the time, and I had to do a project where I had to like Google search myself and figure out what results would come up in my online social media presence and all that kind of stuff. And my professor was doing it with us, and of course all of Bree's videos and the inappropriate stuff she's done, first thing that pops up, videos, old videos, tweets, it was horrible, but I just kind of had to make a joke about it, just like Dave did, like just brush it off, like she's in LA doing her thing.
Has Bree ever painted anyone naked?
I'm sure she has. I'm sure.
I went to art school, Brett.
Yeah,
I think you know the answer is yes. Yes, I did. I'm sorry I didn't change my name. I should have done that.
It's okay, I just had to change my career path multiple times.
Should you even have to answer for your siblings' misdeeds or anything like that?
No, I don't think so, but I think he does because his brother's famous. That's the sucky part. Nobody wants to talk about him. They want to talk about his brother.
My brother is 2.5 years older and was just like a shining pupil.
Right.
When it came to being in school, my brother nailed it. So I showed up, and it was the opposite of this James Franco thing, where everyone was like, oh, you're probably fine too. You're probably great. And a lot of the time, I was able to say, yeah, totally. And I think I got like a little bump because my brother paved a positive trail. And I think in many ways, that's what Dave Franco's been able to reap the benefits of. I don't think there's any negative consequences for him, even if his brother does go weird, because his brother being so interesting opened up the door for Dave to kind of be in what will maybe be one of the blockbuster comedies of the summer.
What do you guys think about Dave Franco's response for his brother James Franco? Let us know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe. And be sure to check us out on Hulu every Thursday. We will see you all next time on Pop Trigger.